Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some extra practice involving conditional statements and symbolic notation. This is just practice to help memorize the symbols and to help learn better this unit. Alright, let's do some practice with turning statements into conditional statements. So let's go bottom up. A student on high honor roll has at least a 90 average. What would that be in conditional statement form? Pause if you need to and work that out. Alright, so it would be if a student is on high honor roll, then they have at least a 90 average. Okay, the next one says, the water will freeze if the temp is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So what is this in conditional statement form? It would be if the temperature is 10 degrees Fahrenheit, then the water will freeze. And it's only because it's saying the water will freeze if the temperature is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, it will do that only if it is like 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So it'd be if it's 10 degrees, then the water will freeze. Alright. The next one says, I will go to the game if I get all my homework. Again, we see that I will go to the game. Like, only if. Maybe not only if, but if this happens. So if this happens, then I will go to the game. So if I get all my homework done, then I will go to the game. Alright, now let's practice with some counterexamples. So we're going to determine whether the following statements are true or false, and then if they are false, we're going to provide counterexamples. So if you've visited the White House and you've been to Washington, D.C., is that true or false? And if it's false, provide a counterexample. Well, okay, so we know the White House is in D.C., and it's saying then you have been to D.C. So if you went to D.C., you were in D.C., that's true. Right, the next one says, if a food is a fruit, then it is an apple. Alright, well, it's really saying if a food is a fruit. So if a food means if any food, just any food in particular, is a fruit, then it is an apple. And that's incorrect because there are other fruits like mangoes, strawberries, grapes, etc. Okay, now we're going to write the converse, the inverse, the contrapositive, and we're going to write the correct symbolic notation from just a conditional statement. So we want to write the converse in symbolic notation and the actual statement. So what would the symbolic notation look like if liking volleyball was P and being at the beach, liking to be at the beach is Q? So our conditional statement in symbolic notation would be P arrow Q. So what would our converse be? Our converse is just flipping. So what would our converse be? What would our inverse be and what would our contrapositive be? Our converse would be Q arrow P. Our inverse would be not P arrow not Q. So tilde P arrow tilde Q. And our contrapositive would be tilde Q arrow tilde P, since we're combining those. Now the statements of converse would be, converse is just, you're just putting whatever we wrote for symbolic notation, but you're substituting the actual words. So if you like to be at the beach, then you like volleyball. The inverse is not P, then not Q. So P is volleyball, Q is like to be at the beach. So if you do not like volleyball, then you do not like to be at the beach. And our contrapositive is combining those two, flipping and negating. So it would be, if you do not like to be at the beach, then you do not like volleyball. Alright guys, that's it for this video. This was just some extra practice. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you later. Bye!